Hey guys, I'd just like to ask if you could like and subscribe and comment on the video with any thoughts you might have had, because it goes a long way towards helping support my channel. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. Last time, we had just a very close battle with the princess, and we killed each other. And now we moved on to Chapter 2? I'm kind of curious of why the chapter is changing, considering we, died. But we'll see, I guess.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. Okay, so we're back again. But I died. What am I doing?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that as
You're right, man. You did. My bad.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Oh, yeah.
That's the spirit. There's no point in
Hell yeah, the stubborn. So is that a different character?
Hill.
Are these like different people in my head, maybe? Yeah, he's got a point. Like, if I just go in and die again and then come back again, what's the point of any of it?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Oh, thanks, narrator.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
That's true.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Got it.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Ah, man.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
He's speaking facts, not gonna lie.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Well, it's not a different world if we're back in the same place.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
Got it.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Alright. Well, let's just make this one quick.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie,
yeah.
She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Yes, she can.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. What is he talking about?
My warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
But now I'm worried about how she can lie to me.
And say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Got it.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Oh, it took long enough, but my cat is trying to come in. Give me a moment. Actually, let me wait for the dialogue to finish.
Than its exterior would suggest.
Oh, why is the table
its
different?
Cold stone walls
the doors are different.
Press in on you,
the whole place is
trying
different.
To forcefully direct you towards
Was the outside different? I just didn't notice.
The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Alright, now that he's finished singing that, give me just a second. Hello, man. Welcome. Everyone, we have a cat. Cat alert. She's here.
See?
Okay.
Even the cabin has the right idea.
It does.
Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Well, I don't intend to get killed again.
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Alright. Let's fucking go.
Take the blade from the altar.
Fuck the mirror.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I'm curious of what happens if I approach the mirror with a blade, though. I feel like I die that way. Hopefully I can come back to this later. I don't know how much I'm like missing out on.
The basement
but I guess that's not the point.
Revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy
this way
and
down's different.
oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Ooh.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
I'm kind of curious of like how many voice actors they got for her.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Nah, I'm here to have a good fight.
As you descend
Oh
the final
shit!
step,
Oh
the
shit!
form of the princess comes into view.
D&D
A
princess?
large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too.
Why are you a
Yes.
different species?
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I love this one. Let me actually read through these. Hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator, because it's a lot different than last time. Last time definitely happened. I don't need to convince him. I don't care what he thinks of me. You look different. So you do remember me. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think two of us have things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what to do. Let's just slay her.
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum.
Oh, she got
Your weapon
her
tightly
arm.
lodged in the bone of her arm. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Yeah, that's true.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade
No.
free, the princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the
Man,
impact.
why is she so
You
fucking
find
tough?
yourself
My
in
god.
midair, effortlessly tossed across the room. You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress.
We're really gonna, like,
Room to maneuver.
both die
For
again.
every
Okay.
glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Kinky.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her
Oh
palm
no.
wrapping around
No.
your head,
No, no,
fingers
no.
gripping your
No,
skull.
not like Oberyn Martell. No. No. No, not like this. No. No. No.
She squeezes.
No.
The pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull.
She
The
mounted
sickening
me.
churn of what was your grey matter. Everything
No.
goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Eye of the Needle. Alright. I think I'm gonna put a pause on the
You're
attempting to
on a
kill
path in
business.
the if you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Shut up, man.
Fear is good.
This is
Fear keeps
definitely
us
different.
alive. We died
The Hunted?
because you didn't have enough of it.
Why is there a new part of like voice added in?
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
Okay. So based on, I'm assuming here, but it seems like the stubborn was like that seemed like based on the choices I made before. And then the hunted seems like the choices I made that second time around. But so that makes sense. Like each time I die, there's a new voice in my head based on the person I last played as, basically. But in the first time playing, the hero was already there. The hero was already there. So I think what we're getting at here is that like me playing it for the first time is technically not the first run through. That this has already happened, and that me playing is the second go round after the hero. So I guess we'll see.
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big.
She might not be this
Find
time.
holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
I love the narrator like arguing with the people in my head.
Are you not challenging us on all
Man, please calm down.
Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on.
Yes, the narrator,
We've never met.
his memory doesn't retain, which is interesting.
Then what is going on?
Yeah.
What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
Well, I did what you said, and it got me killed,
It
man.
doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through.
Okay, so something else that's really interesting about this game is that, like, because it's a different, like, iteration each time through, like, I'm in a different woods, I'm sure the cabin's gonna be different like it was before. The princess will be different somehow. There is so much that I can miss. And I can make a choice at one point, and then I'm never going to be able to get back to that unless I replay the game fully. Or, you know, have the saves.
It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
Okay.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Nah, I'm changing my ways.
Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin.
Nah, I'm gonna see what happens.
It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me. You're the chooser. The best we can do is advise. But we can help if you let us. These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
Now, what happens next? Seems like we all our answers in the cabin. Okay.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Well, I wouldn't say it's gone wrong. We're just finding out more.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path,
Ah.
staring up the hill at the cabin.
What a nice
Hope
cabin.
you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No Words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Yeah, that's true.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Well, let's go in.
The interior of the cabin is suffocating.
Wait, that's a mirror. It literally is the mirror.
Tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the sword with me again.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to.
I'm kind of curious what happens if I leave it behind. But I feel like if I take it with me and I don't fight her, she somehow gets it and kills me with it, but I'll find out.
See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us.
Although if she seems like really easy to kill this time around, I might go ahead and do it. I don't know.
A mirror? But there is no mirror. There's the iron altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement.
That's not a door,
There's nothing
man.
else in here. But there isn't a door. There is. Circles, circles, all of it circles. There's something for us at the end of the room. The what and the why don't matter until we know them. I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. Worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Alright, I will say that the stubborn's the funniest one so far. Right, let me grab the
Take
blade.
the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you?
I try to be.
The door's right there. It's right in front of you.
I wish I could commit to the bit as well as some people, but man, some people are just amazing at committing to the bit, but I'll do it this time.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Like the
You
mirror,
reach
please.
forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides
Okay,
open,
cool.
scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face.
Oh, what?
There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
And what species is she now?
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase.
Okay.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
Also, the irony is not lost to me that, like, I'm putting this in the middle of a game, Outer Wilds, that is very much a time loop, and then now I'm playing this, which also has its own damn time loop.
Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her.
You got it,
You
dude.
turn to
Oh,
face
hey.
what
Oh,
lies
God,
at the
she's
end of the
big.
narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Wood. Anyway.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade
So
in
she
my
Dragonborn
flesh,
now?
break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
I know how to challenge you.
She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
I don't know, it seems like a bad
I
idea.
really don't like the sound of this.
No, yeah, I don't like that idea.
It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
Nah.
So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Let's talk a bit first.
We've talked plenty. I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of waiting.
Nah, I think we should talk more.
I'm sick of you standing just out of reach and teasing me with a fight you won't let me have. You disappointed me last time, so you don't get to choose what happens next.
I'm sorry.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone bounce back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips.
What is with her?
Pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Sorry?
Little bird, where do you think you're going?
Great. Not only were you, like, doing the whole mountain thing earlier, now you're doing the hound? Great.
We're
Great.
almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there.
What's with all the Game of Thrones references?
And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
Oh, she out.
Back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me.
I just wanted to
Show
talk,
me that you've been
fam.
worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Oh, I'm taking... Wait, what? Why am
Do
I...
it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your
Why am I in
body
your head?
move you.
Why are you obsessed with me?
The princess scoffs.
Free? This is just another place. This is just... What is this? Where are we? This doesn't feel right. It's cold. Why is it so cold?
What do you mean? What is going on?
I feel so tired.
Whoa, fuck. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? I win? The blind lead the blind. Free someone who doesn't want to be freed. Oh, shit. Opportunity to respond. Something's taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? It is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here.
So if the narrator disappeared too, does that mean that when she... Maybe the narrator's a part of her? Like, maybe the narrator is... She's been so obsessed with fighting me that she has some sort of, like, telepathy or something that's having the narrator, that voice, tell me to go fight her because that's what she wants. She wants to fight me. Is that it? I don't know if that's the right guess or if there's still so much more of the game.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going. Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. It's like it's mocking us. Let's just stay still. There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Yeah,
That thing reeks of death.
I don't know what's up with the mirror.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I don't have a choice, guys.
I'm begging you, don't.
I don't have a
this.
choice.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Yeah, you got a point. I did get an achievement. That's very concerning in a way. Like, I feel like I got an ending of some sort. Oh, shit. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Body, it's you. Oh, what the fuck am I? You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet. Oh, what? You were at the cabin. Approach her. What the fuck?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What the fuck is going on? Something finds the long quiet and brings me to the fragile. I don't know what that could mean.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
How'd I get, like, the most existential ending?
I am solitary lights in an empty city.
What?
What are you?
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
Oh.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
What?
Yes. Nerves and fibers.
This is so
feel
cool, by the way.
worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
This is a direction that I would have never seen coming, and it's so awesome.
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Okay.
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
What does that mean?
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be
Okay,
whole,
so I need to go
and
different
perhaps
directions.
then we will know our freedom.
Okay. I'm down with that.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Fair enough.
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay, so I think that means that I actually have reached an ending, and that now I'm playing the game, but obviously me, the player, me playing the game will remember stuff, but the character will not.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Oh.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Well, that's not helpful.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape.
This is so cool.
To remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, let's...
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh.
You won't.
Oh, everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1?
You're on a path in the woods.
God.
And at the end of that path is
The
a
real
cabin.
Slay the Princess starts here?
And in the basement
No!
of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, well I'm gonna stop here and I'll see you all next time in Slay the Princess. This game is getting so much cooler. I'm so interested in where this is going. Oh, this is great. I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and comment and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you.